Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the Music Chap YouTube channel. Here we are today to cover another Irish band. This time round, it's a fairly new band. They're called Amble, and this is a pretty amazing band. For those of you that do not know them yet, have never heard of them, you should be ready for pretty amazing stuff. So Amble are a trio. They are basically three lads that got together to share some music, their own compositions. They started playing quite randomly, just as a group of friends would do. They are from the Midlands and West of Ireland. And what's pretty amazing about this band is the fact that they managed to achieve incredible success locally and within the country extremely rapidly. That was just incredible. So they got together in 2023. Their first single was released months after, so in 2023, which is called Marina Boy. And with this single alone, they managed to reach 50,000 monthly listeners and reached 1 million streams in no time. That was just incredible. Then one of their first gigs in Dublin sold out 5 months in advance. This is just crazy. And to me, this level of success was only achieved because of their quality individually and as a band. Of course, their songs also played a huge part in it, but I do believe that the differentiating factor is with the musicians themselves, how they deliver their songs, but we'll get to that in a minute. Actually, this first single, Marina Boy, it really reflects what they are as a band, what the listeners can expect from them, as in the genre they will fit the band in. So of course, this first single, Marina Boy, it was incredibly successful as a first single from a very recent band. And the fact that this particular single completely reflects what they are as a band, it made the band believe that they were on the right path, that there would be an audience for that type of songs, for that type of vibe and delivery, because of course, being a trio, they had to make a decision on how they would like to present their songs, particularly live. When it comes to their music, you can say that it's folk inspired, but I think that they are able to merge this pure Irish folk with some sort of like indie pop type of thing, which I think is the main attractive point, as in them sounding modern and totally 21st century. And this kind of totally leaves the door open for people to want to listen to them and basically be open to listening to more stuff. So as I said, the concept itself, it's pretty valid, and to me it's one of the things that made them so successful in such a short period of time. But that's certainly not the whole story, because of course a huge part of their success has to be their songwriting, and most importantly, I would say, the way that they deliver their songs. So it's three lads, each one of them with their own guitar, and that's pretty much how they deliver their songs. Each one of them playing and one of the two guys singing a tune. And it's pretty simple, yet very effective in the sense that they are extremely accurate at what they do. They are perfect in a sense that whenever they present themselves live, it's spotless. It's just impeccable in their delivery. I think that's the crux of it. I think that the band really wanted to sound real and lively and close to people. Only their guitars, their vocals, and that's it. So when I say that the band is of really good quality, I mean it. They are exceptionally and genuinely good. Of course, as a musician myself, I can see the good stuff in the distance, but this is beyond the usual standards of quality, I would say. And if you see them live, you will know what I mean. Because both their technical execution and their presence and delivery of the songs, it's just impeccable. Not one note falls out of place. Their guitar sound is just perfect, and vocals are just magic. Lead vocals are usually Robbie's responsibility, and there is a depth and richness to his voice that is, to me, really unique. You certainly won't find a tone like his easily, and he's definitely like the perfect match to this genre, because in terms of pitch, in terms of richness and depth of the voice, to me it's just perfect to this type of songs that they deliver. Take one of their more recent singles, for example, Lonely Island. This song was recorded in one take, and this is surely a testament to what they do as a band and what they are as musicians, each one of them, because they are, of course, extremely committed. And when I say that they had this success in no time, on the one hand, it is indeed incredible. And surely there is a lot of work on the background that they had to do. I mean, in terms of course, marketing and stuff. But it's totally down to the fact that they are this good and people can hear the quality, and whenever they see them live, it's just crazy how good they are. So all in all, I feel like the reason for this success is really like the intersection of all these qualities, which is having great songs with incredible songwriting, unbelievable vocals, impeccable execution, and just an overall richness to their compositions that is just hard to find, but also is a great reflection of their culture and what it means to be Irish. Then, on top of all this, they're also exquisite storytellers. These guys who only met just recently, 1 year ago, started writing songs, and for some reason they are able to have this collective approach to the songs and to how they communicate with the audience. That is so unique, and God knows how they managed to pull this off and to bring that connection to the audience, which I believe is originating in how they are connecting the three of them collectively. Each song in the end really tells a story, and when you listen to them, you really go places. It's just inevitable. You cannot help but follow the story that they're telling. So listening to Amble, it's an actual experience. It sounds familiar and it's just cozy, I think. Then, something that is also at another level is their music videos. Of course, they only have like a few of them, but I do believe that this is a piece of the puzzle that fits in the picture just perfectly. Again, these guys really do know how to convey their music and how to reach the audience. They have like a very clear notion of how they want their music to be perceived, and that's excellent, I think. It's not unusual to see bands trying things out like a bit randomly and not knowing exactly what to do, or when you can tell that there would be within the band different approaches to things or different ideas being put on the table, and that's all well and good, it's fair enough. But when you see a collective of people playing the songs, really showing how happy they are and how real they are, that's something else. It's another level. And speaking of music videos, they have just released a new one just a few days ago. It's the music video for Lonely Island, which I believe was written by Robbie. And this music video is just an incredible piece of work. It's truly amazing. It's the music video to one of their best songs, I would say. I mean, all of their songs are really, really good. They haven't released one song that wouldn't quite fit the standards. Surely not. But this Lonely Island song is definitely one of their best. I would definitely encourage you to go and watch this music video in particular, and then, of course, try to find more of their live stuff, because it's really worth it. Speaking of live gigs, there are a few coming up. However, all dates are sold out. They have been for months. Me myself, I've been following them closely, and I couldn't get a hold of anything. And this is UK and Ireland tour, so there will be quite a few gigs, but still all sold out. And this tour is meant to follow the release of their first full album, which will be named The Name, The Face and Body. So this first album is meant to be released in February 2024. This tour basically will follow, but I really do hope that these lads get their well-deserved recognition, quite possibly even mainstream recognition, I would say, not only in Ireland but abroad. You can tell by how quickly this tour sold out. They are getting there, and it's just great to see their success. Of course, for starters, because of their quality as a band, but also because they are able to represent Ireland. As for my favorite tracks so far, from these 6 tracks they have released, I think, I cannot, of course, group them in the usual favorites and less favorites, because I like them all. I can just highlight that this Lonely Island track is sublime to me, but all of those are just brilliant too. So as we wrap up, if we were to put these 6 singles in one album, I would give this a 10 out of 10. And this makes me think, is this a perfect album? Is this like the best album? Well, it isn't, because it isn't an album for starters, but if it was, I would say that it would be right on top. So whenever this new album comes along, I can expect a very high rating, but we shall see. I will definitely be reviewing that one. So that's it, folks. If this is the first time that you heard about Amble, I would advise you to go and check their stuff right after this video. If not, I mean, I'm pretty confident that you know what I mean, and that you will be following the band and looking forward to getting this new album in February 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you have been watching, thanks very much. If you'd like to come back, just hit subscribe. Thank you.